Hey, if this video found you, there is a reason, and that is because I'm going to let you know what to expect in 2025. So, this is your personal reading if you are a Cancer of what's to come to you in 2025. Okay, if you're not a Cancer, that's okay. Go to my playlist, go to my page. I have all the zodiac signs readings, and you're going to want to make sure to follow along so that you don't miss yours. Okay, but for those of you who are a Cancer and this found you, let's go ahead and get into the reading of what you can expect in your 2025. I've just been like so tuned in today, and I had to get this deck of cards out. I usually use my own, but I'm like, I don't know, this deck is calling me for the Cancers. Okay, let's see what we have here. What is coming for you in the year of 2025? Okay, I'm just gonna split the deck here, and what do we have? Just going strong. The Devil. Okay, let's tune in. For a lot of you, I'm seeing that there's this emotion, and it's been on replay for a long time. It's something from the past. It's like I feel like it's a person, and this person from the past, their energy is not good for you. It's very, very draining. This person's a leech, okay? They might not like leech off of you for physical things like a mooch would do. They're more of like an energetic vampire. It's like whenever they hang out with you, they just exhaust you because I feel like they use up so much of your energy storage. And they're just a lot. And I feel like you are their battery. And it almost feels like that is why they love being in your energy, because your energy is so amazing that it fills their battery up, but then you're left drained, okay? This is not a situation where, okay, I just heard you have to be like the charger, okay? And what that means is I feel like you need to be like you need to learn to be a conduit to channel energy, because you can do that. You can channel energy from spirit so that you're not draining your own energy. So I feel like this might be a situation where this person from the past, or this person that you have this issue going on with, it's not necessarily someone you want to get rid of or can get rid of. Okay, that's not necessarily the issue here. The issue is that you need to learn how to channel energy so that you don't drain your batteries anymore. And when you can learn to do that, you can be put in many different situations and thrive, okay? That's what people who do Reiki do. They're not using up their energy. They're learning to use their body as a conduit to channel energy to go through. And it's all coming from spirit. So whenever the session's done, they still feel great. Mostly they feel energized afterwards because they just channeled all that amazing energy through themselves. But this is something that you need to learn. And I almost feel like there's a part of you that's been wondering, like, how do I deal with this issue? I don't want them to leave my life. Like, I need this person, or I love this person, or, whatever. And you've been maybe like wondering, like, I need my space sometimes, because sometimes they just drain me so much. But maybe you've been wondering, like, how do I fix that? And it has nothing to do with this person. I feel like it has to do with you, and it has to do with you learning how to channel energy. So that's the first thing. Whenever you are, okay, here's the example Spirit just gave me. You're probably wondering, like, okay, great, how do I do that? So, for example, let's say someone's talking to you about their problems, and it's like the same problem, and it's like they're just not listening to your advice, and they just go on and on and on, and you're just like, oh my gosh, that energy is just so heavy that after they talk to me so much, it's like I need like a break from them for a few days, because my energy is affected now. Now I feel like I'm literally going through it because they just like rubbed all that energy off on me. So Spirit's saying, like, in that situation, to just be a listening ear, not try to figure it out. Don't try to use your brain in those situations. Just sit there in a Zen kind of meditative state, and they will feed you what to say. They'll feed you information, like these thoughts will pop in your head, and it will give you guidance on how to handle that situation. And by doing that, by kind of like opening your mind up to that communication and letting it flow, and then saying what's given to you, you're not using your energy, if that makes sense. You're not having to like sit there and think of a solution, which is something that's going to take up your energy. Instead, you're receiving from Spirit, You're being an open conduit, you're receiving, and then you're channeling the message and giving it out. And so you're not actually using any of your energy reserves. And by doing this, it's going to help the person more because Spirit knows their situation and they know what they need to hear. And it's going to help you because you're not going to be using up your energy. So you'll be able to hang out with these people or this person and you'll feel good. You won't feel drained afterward, okay? So this is something that you Cancers really are going to improve in 2025 with, okay? You're going to find how to manage energy much better, okay? Because I feel like a lot of you, you're just healers and you want to sit there. You want to be a supportive friend. You want to be a listening ear. You want to be like the therapist, the counselor. But sometimes it can be hard on you. And Spirit's saying, that's great. You do you. That's wonderful. But it doesn't have to be hard. Let us help you. Let us help you. We're always with you. We're always with you. We are always with you. It's just a matter of you listening. You got to tune in to hear us, okay? So that is what I feel like you need to hear. I am seeing there we go, the Knight of Swords. So that kind of confirms it because Knights are about energy coming in and Swords are about words and thoughts. And so I literally feel like this is saying your spirit guide's like, oh, and I just heard it's not just your spirit guide. It's going to be the person you're talking to or whatever situation you're dealing with. Their spirit guides are also going to be talking to you. Okay? So in these situations, let yourself zen out. Okay? And I just also heard before you even hang out with this person or talk with this person, if you kind of zen out, you might receive guidance on what to say to them before the conversation even happens. So when you are in the moment and you are in the conversation, you could be like, boom, Spirit already told me what to say. And it'll just feel like these thoughts that pop into your head out of nowhere. It's like you'll be vacuuming your house, kind of zoned out, and then it's like, ding, an enlightened statement comes to you, and you're like, wow, that really makes sense. I never would have thought of that, And it's like, you didn't think that thought, you received that thought. That's how it'll feel. That's how you'll kind of know. And for those of you watching who are wondering, like, how do you receive that? That's exactly how I do it. I let my mind go blank. And the more zen I can feel throughout the day, the better I am at receiving messages because my energy is so neutral that when I feel that subtle shift in vibration, I can interpret it much easier. This will be hard for you to do if you're somebody who constantly is on the go with your energy. If you're never relaxing, if you're never letting yourself be zen to where your energy can get to a neutral state, it's going to be really hard to decipher the energy because if you always have energy running through you, how are you supposed to know whenever it's spirit, So that's another thing you can also help in 2025 is just meditate a little bit more, zen out. Like I said, cleaning is I get a lot of guidance when I clean, when I drive, and when I walk. Okay, those three things, it's like my mind, I'm not thinking anything. Also when I do laundry, like when I'm sitting there folding laundry, just repetitive doing dishes, repetitive movements, repetitive things that I'm not thinking, I'm not using my brain, but it's like that repetitive movement to kind of help your brain go blank. That's when I get all the stuff coming in. Okay, sometimes really early in the morning at like 5 a.m. when my baby wakes me up and I'm just sitting there rocking him, but it's like the middle of the night or like really early in the morning, so my brain hasn't, been turned on with getting the day going. I get a lot of stuff then too. So let that help you for 2025, okay? And I hope this helped you. Let me know in the comments if it did. You're going to want to save this so you can come back and let me know if it helped you.